One great phone and another great phone, and neither are probably going global. Hi guys, it's Frankie from Frankie Tech. Good to see you guys again, and I have here in hand the Redmi 10X Pro. And with the launch of this 10th anniversary K30 Ultra, the one thing that was going through my mind the entire time was that this value champ of 2020 had finally been dethroned. Now, I love this Redmi 10X Pro, and it's coming in at around $330 for the Pro version, $220 for the regular Redmi 10X 5G. But even still, I could not help but feel that Xiaomi pretty much killed off this Redmi 10X series with the launch of the K30 Ultra. So what specific specs about the K30 Ultra just absolutely destroy this incredible value champ of 2020? Let's have a look. But first, I'd like to let you know that this video is sponsored by MobileTrans, the world's #1 phone-to-phone transfer solution. With over 50 million downloads, 700,000 premium users, this is a fully fledged desktop application allowing you to WhatsApp transfer between phones, as well as back up your phone or data to your PC and restore from local or iTunes backups. Now, as you guys know, I use both iPhone and Android phones. One of the biggest challenges is actually transferring WhatsApp data between these two. With MobileTrans, I'll be able to do this seamlessly between both operating systems. And transfer will also work with WhatsApp, Line, Viber, Kik, and WeChat, allowing you to transfer messages from one phone to another. But beyond that, you can also back up your data. It's a simple click, waiting for your phone to back up, and then it's completed. So check links in the description where you can download your own copy of this awesome software. And thanks once again to MobileTrans for sponsoring this video. So starting with the design, now the Redmi 10X is a very well-built phone, but it is still a plastic edge. And when I saw the renders of the K30 Ultra, they did it, guys. They released a phone for 1,999 RMB with a metallic edge. That's a metallic edge on a sub $300 phone. Now there is Gorilla Glass on the back of the Redmi 10X Pro, but you got the same glass back on the K30 Ultra. And looking at the front, this is where we see the major difference in the display. So while the Redmi 10X Pro has a slightly sizable bottom bezel and a notch, the K30 Ultra is completely bezel-less, no notch, no punch hole, and it just looks more modern than this phone. Add to that the Redmi 10X series is only 60 Hz, a gorgeous AMOLED display, but 60 cannot compete with this amazing 120 Hz refresh rate on the K30 Ultra. And in terms of performance, also a step up from the Dimensity 820 in this phone to the Dimensity 1000 Plus. And these are very respectable scores for a mid-range phone. But this K30 Ultra at 1,999 RMB is going to be getting scores of 530 plus. It's incredible the amount of performance they have put into that phone. And while they do share a lot of similarities with DDR4X RAM and UFS 2.1 on board, pound for pound, the K30 Ultra is offering more value than this Redmi 10X Pro. In terms of battery, it's actually pretty close. 4,520 mAh capacity versus 4,500. And that's one concern I've seen from a number of comments saying if this battery life is good to great on the 60 Hz Redmi 10X Pro, how is it going to fare at 120 Hz? Now, I'm not too worried because I think you can always step down to 60 if you want to prolong battery life, but we'll have to wait and see if this K30 Ultra is able to perform as well as this Redmi 10X Pro did in battery life. And last but not least, in terms of cameras, they've traded in this OmniVision 48 megapixel sensor for the same camera that was on the Redmi K30 Pro series. I think this was a very smart move by Xiaomi, and while I do love the camera on this Redmi 10X Pro, a Sony IMX686 is just going to do a better job overall. Now, despite every area where I feel Xiaomi has just killed off this phone, there are some key areas where I think the Redmi 10X still holds the edge. And one big one is in terms of having that 3.5mm headphone jack at the bottom. The other advantage the Redmi 10X Pro has is in the camera department. So we do have a telephoto lens on this Pro version of the phone, but the 5G version does not have it. And that's the one that really hits that lower price point of 1,599 RMB. And that's really the main advantage that this series may still have over the K30 Ultra. So for 400 RMB less, you can pick up the base variant of the Redmi 10X 5G, and you're going to have still one of the best value champs of the year. But I think when you look at the overall specs and the overall features of this K30 Ultra, you just start to see it doesn't make sense to pick up this series of phones. If you're going to import one of these, you may as well just wait and import the K30 Ultra, because I think for the extra money, it's going to offer just so much more, better build, better display, higher refresh rate, and just overall a better experience than this Redmi 10X series. But let's address the elephant in the room now, guys. The fact that Xiaomi confirmed that both this Mi 10 Ultra and K30 Ultra will not be getting a global release. Now, I really wish this wasn't the case. And while the 10th anniversary event was a very China-focused event, I don't think it's the right move to just keep these China only. These are going to be some of the most popular phones now people are going to be trying to import. And it almost seems that the Mi 10 Ultra and specifically this K30 Ultra are almost just too good to be true. They are such value for money phones. K30 Ultra in particular is almost just unbelievable how much value it's providing, that I think Xiaomi knows they would not be able to hit the same price point if they did release this globally. But either way, guys, I'm going to try to get my hands on a K30 Ultra because I do think it still offers one of the most incredible values of any phone this year, and I do believe that this K30 Ultra is going to be one of the hottest imports that you can get in the second half of 2020. But hit me up in the comments. Redmi 10X Pro or K30 Ultra? Which series, which phone would you choose? And are you bummed like I am that the K30 Ultra is not getting a global release? Hit me up in the comments. I'd love to hear about it. And that's it for this video. If you liked it, give me that thumbs up. And if you love the content of Frankie Tech, subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell icon for future updates. Yeah, guys, it's really unfortunate that Xiaomi has chosen to do this. But who knows? Maybe these specific models won't get a global release, but we'll see very similar variants of these models for global release soon. We shall see. So that's it. Thanks for watching, guys, and thanks once again to Mobile Trends for sponsoring this video. And this is where I leave you by saying, this is Frankie Tech signing off. Have a good one.